bloke on the plane when I was coming here turns around and he said, "What are you going to the States for?" I said, "Come play pool for me." You're a professional, are you?
I mean, even when you're making balls, really? There's no diving. So you have to be nice. You have to go to face.
I remember reading the stuff and never did.
Yeah, there's no points, no nothing.
Yeah.
So on the other tables where they draw the lines where they connect the diamonds and all the books, there's a diamond here.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to see it.
Yeah, well, see, I
So
don't
you
play.
can't count 1.5, 2.5, 6 diamonds per minute. The only thing you have is the space in between the pockets. You can't see the inside of your eye. How you gonna know what it is? When I do all my kick shots and back shots, I have 0 system.
What do you call it? Kick shot?
Kick shot.
What's a kick shot?
So when I was 16,
Oh, up the arse, I think. Yeah. Okay.
when I played billiards, my puck is essentially 3 rounds a set, so I don't jump at all. I don't know the jump.
Yeah, I watched it. I see it like this. But I don't. I play snooker. So, and this is basically just a smaller snooker table. See you later. Good luck.
Front row is not good.
Yeah, I can't get to you.
This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/letsgetstreaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious, at like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. Hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a break jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter break cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice colorful entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. They're our standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up, ask me what you want, I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a Keelwood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully I can close this file out. Thanks. Alright guys, this is TvMike. I'm cutting a new promo for my living room. It's not very high tech, but it does get the job done. So this is a demo of our sponsor's TV streaming service, which you can check out on your Android box, 4K Fire Stick, your phone, or any other Android platform where you can install an application. And I do have a list of them that you can check out. I recommend the 4K Fire Stick with Ethernet, actually, is the #1 choice. But let's get into it here. We have over 5,000 links that are optional up here. You can go through them and find them yourself. Here is some of the basic networks. I'm going to scroll through here. This is basically your extended cable channels. There's a lot of stuff thrown in here extra as well. I'm not going to play anything directly because it just takes too much time. So I'm going to try to cut this video down to 2 minutes. We go over here to US locals. These are your affiliates and statewide news and stuff like that. The list is very impressive. I can't say we have everything, but there's about 600 options in there for you to look at. We have the Canadian networks. We have the UK networks. You can watch billiards under Sky Sports pretty often. Here's our movie section, where you can watch a lot of premium movie channels listed on the left. There's as many as you probably want to get your hands on. This section right here, not available in the trial, but it is available for the full license. It is the fights and wrestling and boxing and UFC, stuff like that. We've got all our major sports networks, packages, football, baseball, basketball, and all that kind of stuff. We have international channels. Check out the Latino section. Check out the Filipino section. There's an Indian section. There's probably pool on certain places. You got special network for the DAZN events. We got Canadian networks. We got a favorite section, which I'll teach you how to use by just going into any channel, clicking on it, hold down the button, and it says add to favorite. Once you add it to a favorite, it's in this section over here. Then you don't have to look for it anymore. All right, so we're getting up on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alright guys, what's up? It's TvMike. We're back for another match from the WPA Joy HEYBALL Parasport World Championships in Los Angeles, California at the Convention Center, produced in association with Digital Pool. I'm at the couch in Akron, Ohio. Now, I've seen this guy yesterday a little bit, and it's going to take you a second to wrap your mind around what's happening right now. Not to give him too much more credit than a lot of the other guys that are also in this event. This is for people that are in wheelchairs or they have a standing, somewhat muscular disability. In this case, I mean, this guy won his match yesterday, and maybe he'll win his match today. But what he's got to go through to play pool, when I get depressed about my game not being good, when I get depressed about anything, just, you got to think of the heart that this guy has to play this game and the things he has to do. So I'm just going to let you guys watch. It's unbelievable. Peng Xiangwei, I believe is pronounced, but I'm not Mandarin, so I might not have those accents or pronunciations correct. And he's playing against Axel Brutz, who, as far as I can see, he's just a normal guy, but he's the APA coordinator for, I want to say Los Angeles. Somewhere down there, because I was on his page. This is a race to 7 games. However, there is a 2-hour match limit. If the player is ahead at the end of the 2 hours, that player is the winner. If it is a tie, then there will be a shootout. Apparently we need 2 referees to use a template reg. LOL. I don't know what music they're playing, but I've heard this song like 5 times in the background. So if you're new to this event, this is my 3rd match of doing this event. The Parasport World Championships. So they are working on presenting this as an Olympic event. And I think with the international appeal and the traction that the Joy Tables company has, I think they might be able to pull it off, because this event has players from all over the world. This table is formerly the Chinese 8-ball table. I think it's the same table. I think it's the same game, but they call it HEYBALL now. It's a 9-foot table with rounded pockets, more like a snooker table. And they're very, very small pockets, very tight pockets. We're about to get started here. We're a minute late, actually. Alright, looks like Peng will come to the table now. Dry break. I will tell you, these balls. Hold on a second, I gotta clear my nose. Alright, we are back. These balls are tough to find the holes, I'm telling you. They're very small pockets. I was amazed watching this guy, how he has adapted and addresses everything, what he does. Now, I will tell you this, despite any of the players' abilities or disabilities, the table is extremely difficult to play on. So, yes, you are seeing what I'm seeing. Too thin. He won his match yesterday, I'm telling you. You would think Axel would be the favorite, but I seen him do some amazing stuff, man. The previous match, his name was Lee. He had no hands, but he had like forearms. And he had a really good alignment. He just got down on the ball real fast. Used his two hands, or what he, would use his hands. The function of hands, and followed through. And he almost broke and ran on this table. I don't think, my regular viewers like, oh, I don't know these guys. I'm not interested. You got to watch to appreciate what these guys are doing on this crazy table. Wait till you see a ball in the pocket really close to us. There's about 1/8 of an inch on each side of this pocket that the ball will fit in.
Versus Ailing Reynolds from the United Kingdom.
The brackets are on digitalpool.com.
Jesus Jimenez Athletes.
You can follow along. There's 3 events. There's a women's event, there's a standing event, which this is one of the standing matches, and there's a wheelchair only event. This is stage 1.
Table 4, Raffle, Benito, Cazares, Athletes, Chris Pension from the United States versus Mick Van Kempen from Australia. Table 5, Raffle.
I seen him run some balls yesterday.
Athletes. Peng Xiangwei from China versus Axel Brutz from the United States. Table 7, cheese dueling. Athletes Arlov Jamie from India versus Dean Goldwyn from the United Kingdom. Table 9, Raffle, Richard Elidov. Athletes Katerina Matalinova from Ukraine versus Alexandra Lychkova from Ukraine. Table 10, Referee Judy Wikiben. Athletes Tatiana Kovalchuk from Ukraine versus Hadrid Goddard from the United States. Table 11, Referee Bong Lin. Athletes Lauren Horn from France versus Table 12.
Now he's catching a gear here.
Gwen Hudson.
Now the rules are slop. You don't have to call the pocket. It is a ball in hand on a foul if you don't hit your ball or if you scratch. Although it's not necessarily you have to shoot outside the kitchen.
Mia. Athletes.
I can't tell if that's a stripe down there by the one ball. It might be the four ball, so
Alexander from Ukraine. Table 14. Referee Garen Crow. Athletes Munehiro Ikeda from Japan versus Steph Kattenhoven from United States. Table 15, Referee Racking Blonde. Athletes Stefano Di
little switch hitter action. Or maybe he's left-handed.
versus Kim Seno from the United States. Table 16, Referee Doug Pearson. Athletes
Look, I would already broke my cue in half trying to do this.
Chen Xin from China. Table 17, Referee Ford Eagle.
And that shows you how tough it is to make balls in this pocket. There's a duck, and if it doesn't go in the hole, if you shoot it into the corner of the side of the pocket, so to speak, the facing, it's round. So it's going to get spit out and make his opponent's ball. If that ball was off the rail, that would be a decent banking candidate, but it's not. So I would think you just bring the cue ball back up on the other side of the table. Any kind of distance is practically a safety. Oh, he's going to straight hook him. Maybe a rail first shot. Another thing you may notice about these Joy tables is that they don't have any diamonds on them. For marking, you know, for rail systems or diamond systems, or I guarantee the spot on the wall shot works though. Gotta know your kicking systems you're playing on these tables. Side pocket cut. Wow. This is tough action here, man. Gotta cut this ball in the corner and get a shot on the 8 when your opponent has a duck. Play safe. That's the smart shot. Although I don't know if he got there or not. Axel with a clean look to the corner. If he misses it, ball goes up table anyway. And he makes it. First game goes to Axel. Got a few viewers out there. I'm sure you'd rather be watching John Mackey, but this is pretty good too. Second ball break. I haven't seen too many people do the second ball break. Picking off a couple easy balls here, relatively speaking, that is. You think a diamond table's tough to play on, this is another level. Well, is he gonna get this off, or you're gonna have to like have 3 markers to get this off? There's 3 balls on the template. Again, this is a 2-hour time match. He's like, I don't know, man. I need like 4 more markers. It could be tricky. I've seen 2 guys from Greece, Alex Kazakis and Nico Ankomopoulos. This was in North Carolina. They were playing. And I forget who it was, but the one guy's like, well, I'm going to take this template rack off. He ends up moving 3 balls. They hit each other. And then they just looked up at each other and said, what? Now what? Now what do we do? It was pretty hilarious, but they were close friends, so they worked it out regardless. But so that's one of the cons in using a template rack, that's for sure. Axel's got all the tricks. He's got an extension. Is he trying to play the carom or just putting the cue ball on the rail? Because that was his next ball anyway. Peng's going to have to make some offensive moves here. It's actually a good opportunity to try to get something going here because the 8's blocked anyway. Might want to just move the ball up table as well, just to get to another inning. I know what most people are thinking. They're like, man, how's this guy playing? Well, that counts. Looks like he was trying to make the 6 as well. So he's in a good spot here for sure. Got a few people watching on Facebook and YouTube and did a little promotion. I said, man, you guys gotta watch this. You might learn something. Peng's got the full table in front of him in this rack. 7 balls plus the 8. Played a safety. He might have got him. Nope. A little bit of spin, maybe. This is stage 1. There's somebody from watching from Canada. Thanks for visiting. The winner of this match will play Mick Van Kampen, I want to say from Australia. And the winner of that will go to stage 2, which is single elimination redraw. A lot of work in this game, man. Definitely does not favor Peng to finish winning this rag. This is a bit of a two-way shot on this ball. Doesn't leave anything unless you can spin to kick the 8. One rail. That's asking a lot, really, because where the 10 is. Otherwise, you got 2 rail kicks. This is like a golf shot. That'll be ball in hand for Peng. I mean, in this case, ball and foot. I mean, think about it. Is he trying to make the 11 off the 8? And if he does so, the 8's gonna move away from that pocket. So that might be like kind of like a two-way shot in his mind, where like, I don't want this ball in front of the side pocket. Nope, he's gonna start shooting. He's got a better stroke than I do, I'll tell you that. What's up with the timekeeper? What a shot there. Well, it definitely makes the 80 more difficult to make now. He's got a pattern here. He can make this in the side pretty reasonably. Small cut on the left side. I mean, where does it come from? Where's the bridge come from? He couldn't have it in his pockets because he can't grab it. He does have some assistance. It's okay. It's in his. It's grabbed in his toe right now. Probably just leave it on the ground. Like I said, he's got a nice little pattern here. Plays the 10 in the corner. If he can get any kind of bottom on it, it would probably favor him to play the next shot in the side, or just pop right out a little bit. Just don't, you can't put too much on this, but the balls will grip on the cloth. Oh man, he had a perfect setup. Follow that ball forward and play the 11 in the corner down here. Instead he leaves a bank shot. I've seen a couple banks executed on these tables, so I know if you're accurate, it'll go in. Nice shot. He spears it. Axel goes up 2-0. I mean, you gotta root for the guy, right? And he won the previous match against a guy that had, I mean, I think he might have had a problem walking. But he had all his arms, so he could bridge and grab his cue. And he beat him in the shootout. So the shootout is if it's tied at the end of the match score, 2 hours, time limit, they shoot spot shots. And whoever wins, whoever makes a ball, and then his opponent misses, you win. If you both miss, you just do it over. So somebody makes a ball, and then someone doesn't. Yesterday we seen quadruple, I want to say quintuple round. It was 5 rounds. It was like miss, miss, make, miss, miss, make, miss, miss, and the next one was a make, and then I believe a miss, and then Thumper, the American player, won the match against another Chinese player. I think he's saying it's alternate break. Is he not? Who broke first? Oh, scratching a break. He got good power, good separation on that break. No clusters. we got Peng in a 2-game deficit. Just try that for tricks. Be like, hey, I bet you $10 I can chalk my cue with my foot. Drills it. Center pocket, lots of energy in the cue ball. Definitely good for his cause to win this rag right here. 2 more balls down. I mean, he put a stop shot on that beautifully. Cueing below center. Eight in the side here, just nice and easy. It's about being accurate on these pockets. I put a little paste on it, still made it. 2-1. I mean, unbelievable. They say, you know, they refer to the players as their athletes, and there's no question about it, because the things that they have had to adjust to and figure out how to do. Just to play a game of pool, essentially. I complain about my back hurting when I can't get down on the ball. Is it a referee break? Player break? They do take player breaks and they pause the clock. So it looks like Peng went for a player break. This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform. But you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/letsgetstreaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. Back in action. 2-1's the score. It's a race to 7. If you're just joining us here, this is TvMike Syndicast in association with Digital Pool for the WPA sanctioned Joy Tables HEYBALL Parasport World Championships. This is kind of like a demo, so to speak, for the Olympic Association in the coming years. They would like to get this event into the Olympics. Now, people have been saying everything about let's get pool into the Olympics. This would give people something so challenging to watch and to, you know, share such a human interest story. And then we can get guys like Johnny Moore and Alex Pegulayan in there playing 9-ball. These guys have definitely gone all out to present a professional event. I mean, they're at the Los Angeles Convention Center. They have scaffolding. They got these joy tables that they had to bring in and build. It's a 3-inch slate on these tables. There's nothing easy about building them, tearing them down and setting them up. You got 1 or 2 referees on each table. I'm thinking there's 1, but many times I've seen 2. I believe half the players' travel expense was all paid for. And the players have food provided for the event while they're at the event. Probably some sort of catering or players area. And Digital Pool is also there producing the event. They have computers and tablets and their crazy setup, and obviously all table streaming, which enables me to remotely come in and watch and do this game for people. Now these matches got 2-hour time limits. And I didn't think I would ever see one finish, but the previous match actually finished. And the player won 7-3. It also depends on what kind of game it is. Are we playing a lot of safeties, or do we have a lot of innings? Right here you have this cluster in the stack area. Which he intends to do something about right now. Look at this, trying to bank ticky this ball. How about this for a shot? Oh my God, he got him dead. He's got him hooked on this ball. He doesn't, I don't think he's got a shot. He's solids, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? Can't see the 3. It's a duck. Even luck's involved in Chinese 8-ball. Hey-ball. I mean, I just find that funny. I mean, a lot of people are probably like, what are you laughing for? Because the ball rolled up right behind the 1 and left the incoming player no shot. Steal the pocket. Look how small the ball, the pocket is in relation to the ball. It's probably got 1/8 of an inch on each side. He might be going for this bank. If he was actually going for the bank, he didn't hit it very good, but Leaves him a cut of the 10 if he can see past the 5. He's trying to steal that pocket. This is a tough reach on the 6 from where the cue ball is. Anytime, no matter how many hands you got or anything, if you're playing 9-foot table, there's spots on the table where like you don't want the cue ball to be because you can't reach it. But when you play so much bar table like we do in the United States, you don't think about that really. But you couldn't have really reached that shot no matter what because where the cue ball was. Without a super long extension. Or a bridge, you know. Alright, so Peng is playing stripes, and I mean, he doesn't really have much to work with. I mean, that combination from that far away, that was pretty strong. Obviously, he made his opponent's ball. Axel made another ball then. They got 2 balls over there in front of the stripe. Chances are the ball that's in front, though, is going to go in first. I mean, 2 balls will not even get close to fitting in this pocket, but it's going to come down to the last balls in that corner. It's tough to reach that far out, so he's kind of setting that up. I've seen a lot of strategy like that, no matter who the player's been. People just kind of laying balls by the pocket just to kind of make them easier to make. Ironically, I haven't seen anyone run out. Last set, the Chinese player almost had a break and run in like record time. I would have made a clip that would have gone everywhere because I mean that guy had difficulty reaching balls and everything, but he pocketed balls really well. It's all about going through the ball no matter how you do it. Level plane, center ball. Obviously we can make this 13 here, but to get over there and to get a shot on this other ball, he's got to get something miracle. Well, that was amazing. That was amazing. That's all. That's exactly what he had to do. Make the ball, let it spin off the rail. That's strong. Slight advantage for him to win this rack, that's for sure. Some kind of bottom here. You got to get this ball to get out. Man, that could be a very tight fit in that corner, but I'm pretty sure that's where he's shooting it. Just past the 5 ball. Here's the thing. You don't want to try to fire this ball in. You want to roll this ball, so if it does not go in, it's still sitting in front of the hole. Unbelievable shot. Unbelievable shot. Very nice. We got a battle here. 2-2. Like I said, you don't have to win the race to 7. You got to be ahead at the end of the 2 hours. So I started this stream about 20 minutes before they were playing, maybe 15. So I'm looking at an hour and then that's probably 45 minutes, and then the guy had a player break. That's probably 10 minutes, so still plenty of time left. I don't know about finishing the race to 7, but who's ever in the lead, that takes the win. I mean, you got to be rooting for the Chinese player. If he's playing Shane Van Boening, you're still rooting for the Chinese player. I mean, the heart it takes and the ability. It'd be interesting to know, like, I'm trying to say this in a sensitive manner, but was he born with that, or did something happen? Because I can't imagine everything he's had to learn and go through. And first of all, who would be like, wow, I really want to play pool? You know, just logically speaking. Maybe he played pool before. I don't know. Players' stories would, interviews with these guys would be really interesting. A little bit outside, lots of pace on the ball. If you're not hard of the pocket, you're not making these balls. We are tied at 2. Axel's around the game of pool all the time. He runs the APA Pool League in the West Coast, or at least in California, from what I understand. I'm surprised that ball fell, really. If you see that ball bobble a little bit, it mostly just stays up in the hole. Hey George, what's going on? Thanks for visiting. I guess it's a bad time for streaming anyway, because I mean it's like 4:30 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. But if you're just streaming through and you're looking at stuff and you're flipping through, can't help but want to watch this. In my mind, at least. I didn't even know this was this event was not like a an open tournament or what have you until maybe I want to say Saturday, or because I knew there's an event out here and I was like, oh, you get to do some Chinese 8-ball, that'd be pretty cool. Haven't done any events in the area, haven't streamed any action, everything's been quiet on the Western Front, and I was like, wow, this will be amazing to do some of this. Alright, Peng has got, he can work out a few balls here, but this 10 ball's got to go past the 6. It might. It's got to be totally clean, can't hit the 6. He wanted to hit that thicker, I believe. Now he's in a bad spot here, because if you shoot at this 14, you're most likely going to leave the 6 if you miss it. And then if you do that, you're opening up the 7 anyways, more. And then you're giving up your innings, so I don't know what the move here is. Oh, safety over here. That's a great shot. He might see the 7, but he can't see the contact point. So that's really smart. Great strategy to survive the inning. I mean, there's no threats here for Axel to complete the rack. Outside of like miracle kick shot. I would say this favors Peng in the table situation, because now he has that pocket available for the 10. Obviously he can't get it now. I mean, I would just play safe really, and he may try to stop this or draw this a little bit so he doesn't have a shot on the 6. That's a smart move. That is a smart shot. Look at this. Now there's 2 balls up in that corner. They're not really laying very well now. So he's definitely going to take a look at that. If you make the 10, can you make it off the 9 and still go in a pocket? I don't know how these pockets behave, but you're about to see. It didn't go off the 9. He made the ball. I think he's a little disappointed. Definitely going to be an inning there that he's going to lose, because unless you can get that 9 to go behind it, he's going to have to switch his inning. I mean, that's pretty good control there, really. Just no matter what. Now, I will tell you this, because I did see something happen yesterday. the rules are the rules. I figure it's a rule for him as well as any other player, but it's all ball fouls. If you move a ball accidentally trying to get your cue in, okay, that's a real nice shot. Now, if he cannot see this past the 6, the move is to just bump the ball. And then you're playing pretty good safety. You don't want to push it up on the 6. You just want to get it behind it, make a good hit. I mean, there might be room, but I don't think so. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, wow. Look at that. There was room, and he set up so nice on the 8. That pocket is just so tough to make balls to fall in. I mean, if that's a regular table, that ball's falling in, and he's on the 8. So, I mean, it really was a great attempt. Well, this is kind of tricky here because if Axel cuts this in the side, he comes down for the 6, but he's going to be forced to play the safety. All right, huge advantage for Peng here. That ball is a duck. The 8 is sitting essentially on the spot. You cut this ball in, hit this rail on the left side, probably half ball hit, maybe a hair left, and try to come over between the 7 and the 8 over here. Or 2 rails over. This is going to be tough to reach. I prefer getting between those balls, but all right, this is a huge shot, man. This guy's fought hard this rack. That'll put him up 3-2. And all you gotta do is be ahead at the end of the 2-hour gap. 2-hour window. It's an hour and 15 minutes right now, plus another 10. So there's probably an hour left in this match. You want to be ahead, that's for sure. Or win 7. He played the cue ball good, though. Whether or not he was thinking about it or not, because where the balls are. It's like you see him and he's grabbing his cue with his toes and his feet. And he's got that pivoting motion using his ankle, right? That's like that's how we use a bridge. Like that pivot. And that's hard to control as it is. I mean, there's a lot of shots that he's getting very close to actually pocketing the balls, but these tables are not going to accept it. If he did this on like a 9-footer, like a regular diamond or something like a old school Brunswick Gold Crown with like bigger pockets, he'd be pretty dangerous actually. All right, this is huge for Axel. Ball in hand. You know, I think I'm playing the 7 up in the corner with a follow ball. Because it's easier to come into the line than cross the line. Now here he's gonna put a little bit on this to get this ball to come out to get a reasonable shot on the 8. If he slow rolls it, he might miss it and block the pocket. Interesting. Well, I think Peng's going to make this one. I think he's going to make this one. Obviously, the referee's like, I'll help you get it out. I mean, this is so far out. He's going to use the bridge. See what I mean? He's kind of, it's pivoting his ankle. We're looking at half ball cut on this. There it is. I told you he was going to make it. 3-2. Peng Xiangwei is in the lead. After being down 2-0. Now, there's certain people out here I could have said, hey, you want to bet on this match? I'll take the guy in a Hawaiian shirt, the American, against the Chinese player. But I watched enough of him yesterday to be like, man, this guy can win. Everything going against him, obviously. He can win this match. Everyone been like, well, I don't want to do that. I'm stealing. Trust me, you ain't stealing. All right, we got a player break. So we got 118 plus 10 minutes. So it's like 110. And whatever this player break is, they add that on. So we still got 40 minutes to see who's in the lead, or if they can get to a race to 7, or if they are tied when the game time is over. There's a shootout, so let's see where are my little fireworks app. This is our new fireworks application launched for Fire Sticks and Android devices. If you got an iPhone, you can hit us up for another platform, but you get all your movies, TV series, all your sports, and 24/7 channels. You get your dog TV, you get your billiard TV. You can sign up at facebook.com/letsgetstreaming to send me a message. Use that QR code in the top right, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, we got a few people in the chat room. Are we back yet? Nope, we're not back. The balls are wrecked, but we're not back, so let's see. Hey, it's TvMike, and I'm dedicating this one to the Dave. And hopefully I get it right, because this is only about my 55th take on this commercial. Serious. At like 4 in the morning. Over 10 years ago, I joined the Jacoby Custom Cues family as a sponsored authorized dealer. Jacoby Custom Cues are made in America. hit me up to get a great deal. Let's take a few minutes to go over some of our products. The Blackout Cue, it comes as a break jump or a straight breaker, available in a multitude of colors. Get the deluxe version with the sport grip for the added power and strength. Also, our featherweight and heavy hitter break cues are available. Check out the Element collection for a nice colorful entry-level experience. Sometimes I call those colored laminates. Move up to the HB series or the Heritage series of cues, or come down for the Mag 1 or the Mag 2. There are standard line of cues. They come in all kinds of colors. Hit me up, ask me what you want, I'll tell you what I got. Let's move on to some of the shafts. Our Black 4, that's our most recent black shaft, carbon fiber. You can also get a keel wood and all kinds of pins and variants. You got an Ultra Pro, you got a maple shaft. You can check out our original jump cues, maybe the new Nano jump cue, maybe the Extreme Jumper. We got everything you want. Hit me up if you want an extension. I get those out all the time. This is TvMike. I'm an authorized dealer. Hopefully, I can close this file out. Thanks. Hey guys, it's TvMike. I've got a really special support raffle going. It's actually been going for a while, but I figured since I'm doing all this great content here that I'd probably get some more support. It's $2,000 choice raffle. It's about 80% of these cues that you see you could pick from, or you can trade up with the value. So it's a 100 spot tip board, 1 for $20, 3 for $55, and 6 for $100. I have the tip board here. I can just put your name on the spots. You can use a Venmo, you can use a PayPal, and you can also use a Zelle, which I will show you the QR code so it goes straight to my Zelle. Thanks for the support. Just scan this at any time. It'll connect to my Zelle. I don't have Cash App anymore. But thanks for the support. that's funny. All right, we're back after an extended player break. One guy says, "Man, this guy's shark. This guy's shirt is sharking me to begin with." Yeah, I mean that's. I mean, think about the determination you have to like to learn to be able to do all these mechanical things with just your feet. Peng is in the lead 3-2. Now that was a quite long break. That was probably like, man, it ran about 3 or 4 spots, so probably about a 5-minute break at least, maybe 10 minutes. So that's not included in the game count. But I would think we got at least 40 minutes left. So it ain't gonna go. I mean, you're gonna be just dead to the hole. I think the move here is to actually play a 4 to 3 to open that up. I think that 1 is in front of the 9. Oh, this is challenging here because this angle, he's gonna go get his bridge utility, I believe. It's, I mean, with shapes. Nice shape on the 1, obviously. He didn't have to move the cue ball for him. Probably doesn't need to get his bridge thing out here because he's right on the rail. He could possibly come down and get this 7 next, or at least play with it. Oh, we got a bad roll off the side of the side pocket. The facing. Different ways to look at this here because you want balls out in the open. But obviously you're not going to make a shot here, I don't think so. Try to steal that pocket. Obviously, 8-ball strategy comes into play because that's the game we're playing, but there's a lot more aspects to it because of the difficulty of the way the table's playing for any of the players. This Heyball, though, they're putting a lot of money into this, and I mean, this is a monster added event. Well, I mean, I haven't seen the payouts for it yet, but the Heyball events, they've had several. They're all over the world, put on by Joy. You're probably going to see people, these tables cropping up places because people want to practice on these tables to go play in those events. Now that's a good shot because now he's got these two stripes on this rail. And he's going to open up more of this bottom part of the table for solids because that's where these solids are. Well, the 5 is at least. But chances are it might make sense just to knock this 11 off and bring the cue ball way up in the table. Yeah, even more than that really, but he can see the 5 here. But again, it's probably a good idea just to kind of push the 5 towards the pocket, but hit it straight as you can so you're also creating a safety position. Like just cut it just a hair really. It's a two-way shot. He didn't get the safe though. Well, he probably wasn't playing the two-way shot then. This 14 ball is probably very reasonably to be made in a combination. It's sitting real close in front of the side pocket. If that's the case, he'll make the 11-14. Cue ball comes down, possibly plays the 9 next. Well, I don't know. He wants to be on the left side angle of that ball to pull on the right side for the 11. But even at that, he's got to get back for the 8. So, I mean, it's a little peculiar on how he hit that so hard, but it leaves Peng the medium. I guess it's a small cut, relatively speaking, but 7 in the side. Or he's going to play the 5 to get on the 7 in the side. Guess it doesn't really matter, really. You just don't want to. Oh, you want it to spin on that, really. But how hard is it to put spin on a ball when you're bridging with your foot? You're shooting with your foot. This does not go past the 11. You can probably get close and put the ball in front of the 11, or you can cut it inside, and the cue ball's getting very loose. But he can come 2 rails back up out the left corner. Man, this would be a monster cut here. Put him up 4-2. The huge advantage to win. I mean, you could bank this ball. I think you want to cut it and hang it in the pocket. If you're missing it, leave it down there. Something like that. I mean, you could have got better on it, but mean, this is pretty alright here. I mean, just draw this ball, make the shot, stay down. Ball slides over. I would have slid it over, punch it. Now you got this long shot on the 11. Punch draw. Nope. But look at this. He's got to be really careful with this shot. I'm assuming, like all the other matches, are playing all ball fouls. If he moves that 11 with his cue while he's just messing around here trying to get his... I mean, that's unbelievable. Ha! Claps. Yeah, we got to set up a match with Booker and Peng. I mean, that's just awesome. Score is 4-2. Probably got about a half hour. Let's see. We're around 1 hour 41 minutes on the stream. I started the stream probably 10 minutes before we started. So that's like 1:30. Then we had a player break. We might have a half hour, 25 minutes left. But all he's got to do at this point really is to just mess around. Hit balls into the rails. Those are legal shots. If the timer goes off and you're ahead, you're the winner. Yeah, thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the Parasport players. I'm enjoying this match. Obviously, there'll be more viewers some other time when we're not live. I mean, this channel has 4,000 subscribers, so everyone will see the video or have an opportunity to see it. Now, I believe that is probably an illegal break. A miscue on the break. I mean, you can't fault the guy. I mean, he's trying to hop on one leg and break with his foot. I mean, it's a good time to miscue if it's a legal break. I mean, nothing hit a rail except the cue ball, so I highly doubt it's legal. It looks like a bad one-pocket break. Well, actually, it's not even a horrible one-pocket break. I would think the referee is conferring, what do you do here? I believe it's Axel's break and it's re-rack. To me, that's kind of what makes sense. No? Are you serious right now? Oh, okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, there was no balls hit the rail except the cue ball. And Axel will break. We can almost bet on that. It would make no sense otherwise. Keep shooting. It is slop. That's the standard hayball rules. It's flukes allowed. Alright, Axel is playing solids. He's definitely got a couple balls here in this lower left pocket. He can start running. Well, honestly, there's a little great speed safety here, or lack of speed safety. Bump the 4, roll on to the 5. He doesn't see it, but he's trying to set this 7 up. Obviously, that's not going to go in, but I think you play this ball in the side pocket here. Probably going to bump the 7. No, he didn't hit the 7. What's he got left? Okay, that's pretty good. Play this ball on the side. And then, I mean, if you can, that ball it might go past the 4. I don't know. I mean, these pockets, you gotta have a little more out, I think. Maybe. I mean, it's got a chance. Either that or you play a 10 ball. And it's amazing his balance to me. I mean, withdrawal. Look at this. He's so still when he's like on 1 foot. I mean, I can't even do that now. I think I'm back cutting the 7 here in the side pocket. Gonna run into the 2, push it down towards the other pocket. The 6 is the most concerning. Obviously, there's a combination here. On the rail. This is like a must-win game. Absolutely must-win. He's got to either tie this up. Watch out. Too much action. He's got to either tie this game up at 4 by the end of the 2 hours match time limit, or he's got to win and get ahead. He's got to get 3 games. That's a nice shot. That's a smart play, but it's still. I think he could have did something else there, because now he's got those balls. They don't go to the hole. They don't lay good, despite him having to kick this. I think he's a little wide on this. No, he hit a good square. He hit a square. This is a great leave with the cue ball. That 5's not going to go past the 4, and he can't see the 4. This is what I'm saying. Like, you should have probably thought about repositioning those balls a little bit better than that, or hope they didn't end up like that. Now you're wasting an inning just bumping the 5. Little do I know, I couldn't think that ball was going to go. That was a nice shot. I mean, most people would see that and be like, yeah, that's not really too favorable lane from the pocket. Two balls the trick now. He's just trying to manipulate and move this ball around a little bit. He can't do much about defending position, though. Leave an open inning. I mean, what I mean by that is, you know, your opponent gets to the table and the balls are open. If that goes in, it's a fluke, but it would count. I mean, if Peng wins this game, this match is over. He's not catching up. So this is super important, right? And maybe get another one in. And if he does win this and he wins the next one, it's a shootout. Which is a spot shot. Playing a game of horse, basically. Or if you're a skater, it's playing a game of skate. That is a 9 ball. So he has the 14 and the 9, and he has a very small angle on this. Honestly, he might want to just cinch this. At least like a stop shot. You don't want to put too much on this ball. This pocket will not take it. Just slightly below center. That's what he's doing. Now he spears it with bottom. And then he hooks himself. I'm just thinking you just played the stop shot, play the floating cut. Maybe you make it, maybe you don't. If you don't make it, it's in front of the hole. If you do make it, you got to cut on the 8. In this regard, I don't even think he's got a shot on 9. How do you draw it too far when you're using your foot? You gotta be kidding me. He's trying to jump or masse. Wow. You know how many views that would get? If he made that shot, I made a clip. That'd be a worldwide virus. Anytime you're elevating, that's crazy. Anytime you're elevating the cue and it's not center ball, you're putting masse on it. You're putting side spin, curve. This is the last chance for Axel. This 6 is like an inside English shot where you want to try to hold it to bring the cue back up more straight for the 2. Any kind of right. Make sure you get the spin on it. It came up a little bit short and he hung it. But look at this. I mean, he's got the 9 right inside, but the 8's got to find a hole. He's gonna put a lot of speed on this. In center ball, I think. Or maybe a hair of inside right. But is he doing it? I doubt he's addressing all this, but just make the ball and come up 2 rails. Yeah, see, the right would have took him on the other side of the 2, but he's got a bank shot. Let's jump ahead in style here. Bank the 2, cross side. Oh my goodness. What a close shot. It was, man, this dude's agility with this cue in his foot is unbelievable. This 8's in a real good spot if he gets another inning. Peng. Okay, nice shot by Axel. He has to win this game, man. Absolutely has to win this game. He put that high karate on it or something. That ball did not want to travel off the rail. He killed it. I mean, yeah, you got a shot on the 8. It's a 9-foot table. It's a long distance, and it's round pockets. Let her rip, potato chip. No luck. This is almost a spot shot. Now, do you try to just spear this ball? Or you roll it? Wow. I mean, I think that's what you kind of have to do because you can't hang it if you miss a shot. You better take a breath, sir. You have to make this ball. How is it the guy with all his appendages is now the underdog? That's wild. I think he might be hitting this a little thick. Oh, what? No way. That's one of them things you say, that's good, sir. It is now 5-2 with that miss on the 8. I mean, I thought he hit that ball. I thought he was aiming a hair thick. I mean, how do you miss it? Let me take a look if I can catch it. I don't know. Instant replay's not working too good. But, like, yeah, it's, at least it's not crashing, but it ain't working very good right now. YouTube, yeah. Refresh. Come on, disk space or what? Can't be. I don't think there's any way possible can Alex come back and win this match. Not being on a time match. If he won that, it would have been 4-3. And at that point, you're playing another game, and maybe he wins the next one, and then it's tied up. I think it's a wrap. And I think wherever the game is, if they were tied, the referee just grabs the balls and racks them for the spot shot shootout. In this case, he's just going to win because he's ahead at the end of 2 hours. He can just relax a little bit. Man, Alex had that chance for sure. I thought he hit that ball just a hair thick. And I mean, the pocket is so unforgiving. Any other table that ball falls in. Any table. I mean, I couldn't imagine that not even falling on like a 4 1/8 diamond or 4-inch diamond. Let's see. I'm having a lot of fun, but I do gotta get some dinner going and see some other stuff going on around the house here. 6 o'clock? I might be able to do a 6 o'clock game. There's wheelchair games at 6 o'clock, and there's other standing events at 6 o'clock. Make sure you like and follow the page on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube to get notifications. I've got shortly over 4,000 subscribers thanks to all the stuff we did from the U.S. International Open about a month ago. We are over the 2-hour mark on my stream. The match can't be over though because they took 10 and 15-minute breaks. They don't count that as they can't count that. That means you would just go to the bathroom like Mackie does every like 5 minutes and just sit around for a while. He's looking at that stopwatch really close, man. He can just drag it, dog it off. There's no way can his opponent catch up. I mean, so when this dude wins, right, are they going to shake hands? I mean, that's kind of a bad joke, but he's sure going to put his foot up his ass, though. He can shake hands with his foot. Be like, here, I kicked your butt. Here, congratulations. Good luck, sir. And there's no way can he come back. There's like 5 minutes left in the set. That's why he's like standing there with the stop clock. I'll shake your foot. He had such a chance to just miss that 8-ball. I mean, it would have been 4-3 and he would have had to win this game. But it was there. And then it would have gone to a shootout. This would have been one of the best matches I ever done if it came down to that. You just gotta wait it out, really, until the ref says, "Hey, that's it, guys. It's Miller time." That being said, that was a really good shot. He's playing safe there, but it counts. It was like a two-way shot, really. He's got a small angle on this ball in front of the side pocket, but very little. It'd be such a clean, thin cut. Double kiss it in, no. How does that work? This guy's shooting at the ball, ends up hooking. Yeah, I mean, he can kind of see the 6-ball, but. I mean, he pretty much could have seen it. He had to swerve it just a hair. Instead, he gets ball in hand. I mean, again, not intentionally. Ball and foot for the amazing Peng. He wins another one here, man. This is. It'll be 6. He fired it. He's got no chance to run out balls on this table hitting him that hard, though. This is such a tough shot. Spin kick. Or spin cut. Well, that does count. But he's got no shot on the 8. That does count. It's still his shot. Axel will still shoot. Probably a kick shot at the 8 on the side. And then I'm running some commercials and I'm gonna run out to the store. pretty sure the match is over. They just posed for a picture. Well, Alex won that one, so it ended up being 5-3 with Peng Xiangwei being the winner. The Astounding, the Amazing. Alright, so I'm going to run this promo and I'm going to come back and then I'll restart the feed. I'll figure out a game to do for 6 o'clock. That's the 2-hour time limit right there, that beeper. You can hear that. That was wild. That was really inspiring. And hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll be back with more action. So this looks a little more yellow because the light is yellow. These are more like a dark well, there's two colors in these rings. They're a bit lighter. They're not as yellow, but anyways. I mean, this is a really nice piece of burl. We got some other rings up here in segments. Those are olive wood rings, actually. This is impregnated burl cocobolo. This is cocobolo, obviously. The brown wood. Yep. So this light makes it look a little bright orange. It's not so much orange. I can take it out of this light and you'll see the difference. See, it changes. This is more like the real light because this is sunlight coming in the bathroom, but yeah, this is like completely unique. Nobody even knows how this was made, actually. Thanks. Alright, everyone, we're outside in the natural sunlight. Taking a look at this cue that somebody wants to get some better pictures of. Obviously, I don't need to say anything. This thing is pretty incredibly unique. $2,700 out the door. And this will not last long, I promise you that. Alright, here's another one. This would be like the sister to that cube, pretty much. I mean, this is incredible. Hybrid blank. Either one of this or the purple one would look great with a black shaft. This is pink, red, white, sparkles, bloody jasper, and the red rings and the diamonds. So yeah, just like the other cue, this one's $2,700 out the door. Hit me up if you want it. Obviously, when somebody gets it, it's gone. It's that simple. Alright, here's another one that somebody wanted to take a look at. This is a really nice spalted maple. It's got like textures in it, obviously. But this is the story. Turquoise rings offset this amazing epoxy hybrid artistic combination. I mean, it's one of a kind, insane. More spalted maple. And this is in direct sunlight, so this looks really accurate with the colors. 2200 out the door. It's 18.9 ounces. Wowza. Alright, here we go. This is a teal dyed maple burl with obviously a epoxy resin hybrid combination. I mean, you're not going to see anything like this. It's got a nice wrap on it up into a full segment. With little dashes of color. Here we have another hybrid piece. Impregnated Buckeye Burl, Bird's Eye Maple up here. And then you have Purple Heart, which is a nice addition. And then you also have Bloody Jasper. So there is a lot of resin in this piece. A very plum type color. And also those little purple rings. Nice addition. Of course, as always, this is a 1 of 1. So if you like it, you better hit me up. Thank you. I did some of these already, but I'm redoing it in this light. It's more of a whiter light. It's under my kitchen sink, actually. So obviously this one is a really nice piece of Bird's Eye Maple, really clean. This is azurite, which we use in cues, in these rings. Now it just so happens to completely match the custom resin part. Double segments. I mean, this is just absolutely wild. And the maker of these made a few in this style, so you recognize a few more of this type of piece with this type of patterns. I mean, you see all the colors that they sparkle. Really shows up great. Of course, it's a 1 of 1. Get it while you can. So here we have basically the companion to that Bird's Eye cue, except this is ebony in a similar configuration. So some people like the black theme cues, and then some people like the natural wood type theme cues, but it's similar segments in the resin. Give you a real good look at it. As always, it's a 1 of 1. Here we have a Coco Bolo style with 3 segments of custom resin. So this cocoa is really nice to begin with. But here we have this absolutely unique, almost floral looking piece. This right here is part of another piece that we had to work with. So this has like 3 segments. I'll show you the one with this next, actually. And these rings are like green and blue. Really fine details. Hit me up. Once it's gone, it is gone. I love it. Now here we have a spalted maple variety with turquoise rings. Also, fine color rings right next to the turquoise. Really thin line. You can see. Maybe. There you go. Green. So we have two big segments, a turquoise large ring, and then another turquoise large ring. And then we have this really nice piece of spalted maple. I know it's hard to choose, right? I know it's hard to choose, but that's why there's a whole bunch of different cues to choose from, but they all are one of ones. So if you want me to pack this one up, hit me up. Here is the other unique piece that was in this style. I think this was the first one that the builder experimented on with this process. So we have a full section on the butt, a couple colored rings here, a textured wrap, and then we have the whole forearm casted in the resin. And this is the only one of this style I got that's of this resin. People will talk about this cue, I'll tell you that. I don't know what it is, but I've had so many people ask me about this cue, but nobody's pulled the trigger yet. Somebody pulled the trigger, and nobody else is going to be able to ask about it. So that's how that works. It's a one of one, get it, and then it's gone. Alright, this one is Buckeye Burl with a bit of hybrid resin, obviously orange with iridescence in it. This is olive wood cocobolo. And we go all the way up here, and there's rings and a solid piece of cocobolo. So yeah, there you go. There's another one to check out. One of one. Alright, so here we have another cue that was made with the same type of theme, with the burl with the orange resin in it, except it's got a lot more work into it throughout the cue, actually. And that's cocobolo and Buckeye Burl. Less resin in this one, but the colors are awesome. Obviously this is a one of one, and if you want it, you better message me. Alright, here's one that really stands out that was not made with my materials. Unless maybe some of it was, but maybe that's why I picked it out. But I really like this cue. I mean, this is a real special one. You've got multiple segments of casted resin in the burl dyed. You've got rings. You've got this whole crazy centerpiece here with all this wood figuring. Impregnated burl, ebony, and spalted maple. So the spalted maple is like in there, here, and in the diamond. And then you got these fine points that are actually really sharp. And this one comes with a black 4. And this one's $3,000 with a sticker on it. Probably gonna offer this in a raffle at state tournament coming up. But I mean, you can see all the work in this cue. I love this cue actually. Alright guys, you know the deal. It's a one-on-one. If you really like it and you want it, put it in your case, give me a call. Thanks. I already did a video of this one, but I'm redoing it. This is impregnated burl, cocobolo, black and white with gold webbing. So it's like a modified, like, I mean, that's just cool. So this is like casted gray and silver in the burl with metallic sheen. I mean, obviously you can see it. It just really complements all these colors. Now up here you got cocobolo in the reverse points. Then you got, this is not buffalo turquoise, that's the white with gold webbing. Then you got these inside points. I mean, it just looks fantastic. Everything is just very visually cohesive. And a certain type of person definitely would love to have this cue. Fit their personality. Obviously it's a one of one. And it's one of my higher end pieces that I just got in. Hit me up if you want to pick it up. I mean, look at that. I can only get so close without it blurring out, but you get the picture. Alright, I made a video of this one already, but I'm going to make another one because it's in the better lighting. Obviously, this is just like a